Hello everyone, my dear students. Today we will start new concept in random variables, joint distribution. So output of today's lecture to understand the concept of joint distribution means two variables are there. Initially all the problems we have studied for variable x. Now the similar concept may valid for y also, and then combination of these two variables x and y is called joint distribution. So first variable is our discrete random variables. So let us define first discrete random variable, that is for joint distribution. Let x and y be two discrete random variables. Both are discrete, means finite. Let x and y be two discrete random variables. Then f of xy means probability for x and probability for y. F of xy is called joint probability of x and y. Joint probability of x and y, and it is called probability function if f of xy is greater than or equal to 0 and summation of f of xy is equal to 1, means summation taken over x and summation taken over y, f of xy is equal to 1, means all possible probabilities. Now let me clear this concept so that you understood completely. If I take some values here, suppose my variable x has values 0, 1, 2. I just take these values. Y equal to suppose 0, 1. Right? So these are the values of x and y. And they have some probabilities. F of 0 is some value, f of 1 is some value, like that. So including both, they have some probabilities. Now I can write that in terms of tables. Here x, here y. This is the table. Now this side, see carefully, this side I am going to write y, 0, 1. And this side means downward direction, I am going to write x, 0, 1, 2. And this probability means f of 0, 0. Appearing both occurrence of event x as well as event y. This probability we are going to write in this table. So f of 0, 0 I am going to write some probability here, f of 0, 0. Then f of 0, 1. F of 0, 1. Correct. Next one is f of 1, 0. Then f of 1, 1. Have you understood? So in this way, these values f of 0, 0, f of 0, 1, f of 1, 1 and all these tables, all these values, if I add total, if I add this total summation of f of xy, means for both, if I add this total, then it is 1. I will show you that table also. Understood? Suppose I take m values for x, x1, x2 up to xm. These are the values for x. y1, y2, yn. These are the values for y. Then we have to define few terms. And for that I need a table. Have you understood the concept of probability function? Probability function means f of xy, both variables, and that we can write in tables. So just go to the table first and then we will define the terms. So here this is the table I have taken. The values of x we write downward direction, x1, x2 up to xm, and values of y alongside, means along x axis, like that, y1, y2 horizontal line, y1, y2 up to yn. Correct. You just try to understand this table first. This first value is the probability of occurrence of x1 and y1 both at the same time. In example, I will clear much this one. You just concentrate right now. This value is the probability. Similar way, second value is also the probability of x1 and y2, x2 and y1, x2, y2, like that. And sum of all these probabilities must be 1. Sum of all these probabilities must be 1. Now we are going to define marginal probability of x and marginal probability of y, these two definitions. Before going to the definitions, try to understand that how we are going to find it, and from that understanding we are going to write down the definition. लक्षात येत आहे ना? अगोदर आपण समजून घेऊया कसं ते काढायचं आणि त्याच्यानंतर तिकडे त्याचा कन्सेप्ट समजून घेऊया. आता बघा, मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ एक्स आय हॅव टू फाइंड. सपोज आय हॅव टू फाइंड मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ दिस x1, पहिला व्हेरिएबल x1. सो व्हेअर x1 इज appear, x1 is appear in this first, second, up to dot 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 all this first row. So addition of all this first row we are going to take here f1 of x. Addition of first row we will get f1 of x1 means marginal probability for x1, variable x1 of x. Correct. Similar way, marginal probability of y1 also we are going to find. How? Adding this column, complete column, I get f2 of y1. Notation we just gives f1 and f2 for our understanding. F1 stands for x and f2 stands for y. Marginal probability of x and marginal probability of y. So here y1 ची marginal probability आपण या बाजूला लिहिणार f2 of y, x च्या खाली, and मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ एक्स आपण वायच्या बाजूला लिहिणार. येतं लक्षात? सो दीज आर मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ एक्स, मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ वाय. नाव फर्स्ट टेल मी एव्हरीबडी, सपोज आय वॉन्ट टू फाइंड f1 ऑफ x2. म्हणजे काय ॲड करायचं आहे मला? f1 ऑफ x2 मीन्स x2 रिमेन्स ॲज इट इज एव्हरीवेअर. व्हॉट इज द चेंज? y इज गोइंग टू चेंज, y1, y2, सो ऑन yn. मग डेफिनेशन काय तयार होईल? समेशन ऑफ f of x2 y, you may write yj, you may take any variable, and j is equal to 1 to n. Understood? y मध्ये बदल झाला आहे. सिमिलर वे, सपोज आय हॅव टू फाइंड f1 ऑफ y, f2 ऑफ y1, f2 ऑफ y1. यस, कोणते ॲडिशन घ्यावं लागेल? दिस वन. मीन्स व्हॉट? समेशन ऑफ, बोला, summation of, yes, f of y1 remains as it is, x I y1. Understood? And I is equal to 1 to m. Have you get it? f2 of y1 काढताना x व्हॅरी करतो आपण, म्हणजे ह्या रोने कॉलमने ॲडिशन करतो, आणि f1 काढताना रोने ॲडिशन करतो. एवढं तर लक्षात राहील. डेफिनेशन लक्षात राहू नाही तर नाही राहू, कन्सेप्ट लक्षात राहिला का? आणि याची सुद्धा टोटल, इफ यू टेक हिअर मार्जिनल सम ऑफ मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी अँड सम ऑफ मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ वाय, या दोघांच्या बाजूने जर टोटल घेतली तर ती 1 येते. सो ग्रँड टोटल इज ऑलवेज 1. अंडरस्टूड? सो नाव सी द डेफिनेशन. परत एकदा डेफिनेशन बघून घ्या. जस्ट वी विल राईट इट डाऊन अगेन. सो मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ एक्स इज गिवन बाय, एक्ससाठी म्हणजे कोणता? x1, x2, x3, त्यासाठी मी आय घेतला. f1 ऑफ एक्स आय इज इक्वल टू, येस, आपण व्हेरी वाय करणार आहे. सो वाय इज इक्वल टू कुठून कुठपर्यंत? 1 to n f ऑफ एक्स आय वाय जे, म्हणून आपण जे नोटेशन घेतलं आहे फॉर ऑल आय. सिमिलरली वे, मार्जिनल प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ वाय इज f2 ऑफ वाय जे इज इक्वल टू, आपण एक्स आय व्हेरी करणार आहे. सो आय इक्वल टू 1 to n f ऑफ एक्स आय वाय जे, जे इक्वल टू 1 to n. मग इथे तुम्ही घेतला f2 ऑफ y3, काय बदल होईल? समेशन, येस, आय इक्वल टू 1 to n f ऑफ एक्स आय y3 फिक्स. अंडरस्टूड? सो दीज आर द कन्सेप्ट्स. नेक्स्ट वन इज joint probability distribution we have to define. For joint probability distribution, we take f of xy is equal to p of x less than or equal to x, y less than or equal to y. Similar way, आपण जिथे तसं घेत होतो ना, x less than or equal to x. Same here, addition of all xy. Instead of uv, you may remember f of xy, no problem. Summation of f of xy, where your capital X is less than or equal to x, capital Y is less than or equal to y. असं लिहिलं तरी चालेल. और in terms of uv, u is less than or equal to x, v is less than or equal to y, f of uv. So this is your joint probability distribution. Now similar concept we can define for continuous random variable. Instead of summation, there is now integration. So let x and y be a continuous random variables, then f of xy is called joint probability function or joint density function if first one f of xy is greater than or equal to 0 and summation instead of summation there is integration minus infinity to plus infinity, integration minus infinity to plus infinity, f of xy dx dy is equal to 1. Now similar way, if I have to find probability a to b and c to d, a is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to b, c is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to d, then we integrate x from a to b, y from c to d, f of xy dx dy. And for again integration function, joint distribution function, we take minus infinity to x, v is minus infinity to y, f of uv du dv. Same as we did in single examples, we will clear this concept. And relation between distribution function and probability function is f of xy is equal to dou 2f by dou x dou y. Dou 2f by dou x dou y. The discrete random variables are much more easier, but here in continuous random variables we need integration. So that marginal distribution function of x is given by, that also we will take. What is the notation for that? f1 of x, small f1. Small f1 of x is equal to integral u equal to minus infinity to x. Here distribution function is there, marginal distribution function. We don't require this marginal distribution function. We require marginal density function or marginal probability function. So first we define marginal density function and then we turn towards this. See carefully, marginal density function we required both. So marginal density function f1 of x, always keep in your mind, there आपण जसं मागे समेशन घेतलं ना ते वर्टिकल ॲडिशन आणि हॉरिझॉन्टल ॲडिशन, तसंच इथे फक्त इंटिग्रेशन घ्यायचं आहे. काय घ्यायचं आहे? f1 ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू इंटिग्रेशन, तुम्हाला हे लक्षात नसेल राहता असं लक्षात ठेवा, इंटिग्रल y इज इक्वल टू मायनस इन्फिनिटी टू प्लस इन्फिनिटी f ऑफ xy dy. विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू वाय इंटिग्रेट घ्यायचं, मायनस इन्फिनिटी टू प्लस इन्फिनिटी, म्हणजे जे दिलेलं असेल इंटरवल तो इंटरवल घ्यायचा. f1 ऑफ एक्ससाठी इंटिग्रेशन वायचं आणि f2 ऑफ वायसाठी काय येईल? इंटिग्रेशन यस एक्स. काय येईल? इंटिग्रेशन मायनस इन्फिनिटी टू प्लस इन्फिनिटी एक्स इज इक्वल टू अँड f ऑफ xy dx. नीट लक्षात घ्या, मार्जिनल डेन्सिटी फंक्शन f2 ऑफ y, नोटेशन थोडंसं लिहिताना इकडं तिकडं झालं आहे, f2 ऑफ y इज इक्वल टू x इज इक्वल टू मायनस इन्फिनिटी टू x, f ऑफ xy dx. हे घेतलं आपल्याला तर काय मिळेल? f2 ऑफ y, f1 ऑफ x अँड f2 ऑफ y. हॅव यू अंडरस्टूड इट? कन्सेप्ट नीट क्लिअर करून घ्या. नाव यू कॅन see the distribution function, but we are not going to study this distribution function in this course. So just for the notations you can take f1 of x is equal to p of x less than or equal to x minus infinity to x, v is minus infinity to plus infinity, f of uv du dv, and marginal distribution function for y is f2 of y. Here p of y less than or equal to y minus infinity to plus infinity u, and v is minus infinity to y, f of uv du dv. But we are going to concentrate on this function, marginal density function of x and marginal density function of y, f1 of x and f2 of y. And from this we are going to define independent variables. So your next definition is independent variables. Independent variables means two variables are said to be independent, x and y, if f of xy is equal to f1 of x and f2 of y, f1 of x into f2 of y. If this is there, then we can say that two variables are independent, x and y are independent if all values of x and y, f of xy is equal to f1 of x into f2 of y. Understood? The examples we will continue in our next lecture.